Hey there, guys. Justin here, excited to do this training for you, and happy Thanksgiving to all our American cousins. So, let's get started on this. This is a tutorial, it'll be around 15, maybe 20 minutes. And before this training ends, you're going to know the entire blueprint that we use to take your studio or your personal training business, whatever it might be, to a consistent 10K per month. And you're going to know at the end of this how to get a consistent flow of leads, qualified leads coming into your fitness business every day. You'll also know how to convert them into high paying clients without any sleazy sales tactics, without any hard selling. And you'll know exactly how to ascend those people who come in into long-term memberships. So you can create not just 10K a month, but 10K a month recurring revenue that you can rely on month after month. And then make sure to stay to the end, as I'm going to walk you through a 12-month mentoring program that we're launching very soon, where I'm taking a limited number of Fit Pros on a 12-week journey to implement this with you and take you to 10K a month in early 2021. So, this is really for you if you are struggling to break that 10K a month barrier. If you've been at this for months or even years and not making 10K a month yet as a freelance personal trainer or a studio or bootcamp owner, then you really need this training, because you really want to be getting to that level. It's totally possible. Any Fit Pro can do it in any area of the UK or the US or around the world. And I know, because I at one point struggled to make 10K a month. I didn't think it was possible. I would see all these case studies online, but never really knew if it was possible for me until the time came where I actually cracked the code. But it took me a lot of time and error and a lot of money invested, a lot of mentorships, and really a lot of painful trial and error to get it cracked in. Now, since then, 8 years ago, we have repeated this formula over and over and over again. I've used this formula to open my first transformation center, a 4,000 square foot facility, in January 2015, which is 5 years ago now, almost 6 years ago next month. And I took that transformation center to 30,000 a month revenue in less than 4 months of opening. Since then, I've repeated the process, and with my partner now, James Calderbank, we've started the Transform Hub, and we're about to open location number 5. And we've got 2 more potential locations coming in early 2021. So we're looking at 7 locations, and we plan for another 5 to 10 locations by the end of next year. And that's going through this whole year of 2020 with lockdowns and COVID and all this stuff going on. We've still been able to grow our business and keep it profitable because of the system I'm going to share with you in the next few minutes. So I get it, guys. Like, if you're in that position where you're not sure if this can work for you, you really have to look at your mindset and understand it is possible for you. You deserve it for transforming lives. If you're a great coach, if you're a great trainer, and you give people a great experience, or you help them transform their body in some way, then you really deserve to be making this money, not just for yourself, but you deserve this money to give your family a great life. And also, the business deserves this money, because the more money your business makes, past 10K a month, you're then going to be able to reinvest in more systems, in hiring staff, and you'll be able to take more time away from the business. You can start working on the business, and you can start spending a lot more time with your family, having holidays with them, being there for them, and not being a slave to a job any longer. And that's the real attractive thing about making 10K a month, is it really is that pivotal point where this stops being a job, a hustle and a grind, with you trading time for hours. And you have enough at 10K a month. When you have your first 100 clients, you then have enough momentum, you have enough leverage, you have enough money to reinvest, that you can transition it into a real business that has scale potential. Maybe you're interested in scaling up to multiple locations like I've done. Maybe you're interested in growing it just enough so you can sell the business. I've done that too. Or maybe you're interested in just getting to 10K a month, 100,000 plus revenue a year, just so you can afford more time with your family and take them on a couple more vacations. Whatever your goals are, getting to 10K a month really is the benchmark that allows you to make all that stuff possible. So let's walk through this process first of all. I call this the 4 months to 10K a month process. And this is what I'm going to be taking a few Fit Pros on a mentorship, which you can find the link to that in the text above. So it really is simple to get a 10K a month business. It really is as simple as this formula. Okay, if you want to get to 10K a month in 4 months from absolute zero, this is how you do it. And I know because we've done this over and over again. When we open new locations, we actually take it to 10K a month minimum revenue in 30 to 60 days. We wouldn't want to wait 4 months, but we've got a bit more momentum, we've got more confidence. So if you're starting from zero, I've just given this a bit of a buffer zone and given you a timeline of 4 months to be conservative, but you could do it in less time than that. So how does this work? Well, it's very simple. If you charge an average of £100 or dollars a month, which is very average for most boot camps or semi-private studios, then 100 members gives you a 10K a month recurring revenue. If you have 100 people paying $100 or £100 a month, you're making 10K a month. That's pretty simple. Therefore, what we want to do is attract 200 trial prospects. We want to give 200 people a trial of your service, free or paid. We'll talk about that in a bit. But we want to give them some kind of experience or sample of your awesome service. And if you can then convert 50% of those trialists into members, and we call this ascension, you ascend 50% of the trialists into members. From 200 trials, you have 100 members. And therefore, if you put a target to get 50 trial prospects a month over the next 4 months, then at the end of that 4-month period, you will have gained 200 trials and you will have ascended 100 of them into paying members. And therefore, in 4 months, you can have a 10K a month recurring revenue business. Now, a lot of Fit Pros, they look at that and they think that's too simple. It must be more complicated than that. There must be more to it than that. And I used to think the same way. I used to try and make things more complicated than they needed to be. But after doing this time and time and time and time and time and time again, I can tell you guys this is exactly how it is. The math is that simple. If you're trying to make it more complicated, I won't stop you, but you have to realize that's a mindset issue you have. And you want to think about why you're talking yourself out of it. But if you think this is possible and if you want to learn how to do this, then stay tuned. So we do this in what we call a 3-step process. There are really just 3 things you need to master with absolute focus. You see, I know it's tough on the internet because you come online and you've got all these gurus telling you need to learn all these different things. You need to learn copywriting. They tell you need to learn how to build websites. You need how to learn how to do TikTok, and you need to learn how to make podcasts, and you need to learn how to make webinars and all this kind of stuff. And maybe you should sell supplements and you should do this and that. That's not true at all. In fact, if you're in this position and you're not making 10K a month yet, you need to blind yourself to all of that stuff. And you need simple, absolute focus on 3 basics, okay? And the 3 steps that you need to absolutely focus on are, number 1, attracting the right number of attracting those trial prospects to you. We need to attract 200 prospects. We need to convert those prospects into trial customers. And then we need to ascend at least 50% of those trialists into becoming back-end members. So there's attracting prospects, converting them into a trial, and then ascending the trialists into a membership. That's it. And I'm going to walk you through some simple steps, and this is what the 12-week mentorship is going to help you do. And we are doing this day in, day out, and I've been doing this for almost 8 years. And I'm telling you, the simple It's exactly the same process as anything. Just like you tell your clients who are trying to get in shape for the first time, it's as simple as, exercise the right way, eat the right way, and, set goals and be accountable. It's that simple with this too. You have to just focus. And most fit pros, unfortunately, don't have the ability to focus. They want to make life too hard for themselves. So if you're willing to focus on these three things, here's exactly how it works. So we look at the attract phase first of all. What does it take to attract customers in? There's three things we want to do here. Number one, we want to, first of all, identify your best clients. So one of the problems most fit pros have who can't make 10K a month is they're not attracting the right people. They're trying to be too general. They're trying to attract all types of people. If you say that your target customer is a man or a woman who is 30 to 90 years of age and wants to lose weight, that's not a target customer. And if you're that general, if you're trying to please everyone, you're going to please nobody. So we want to avoid that, and we want to get more specific. And so niching down to a very specific target clientele actually makes you a lot more money. You'll be able to charge 50 to 100% higher fees without any resistance because you'll be specific to one person. You'll be able to retain clients for longer because your customers will all be very similar in nature and they'll feel like more of a community. You're going to get better client results because all your products and services and workouts can be tailored towards very similar results for people. And you're going to get more referrals because just one of your ideal clients will know 3 to 5 people just like them who they'll be raving to you about. And also, niching down on one exact customer is going to help you build your brand. So targeting that specific clientele is really going to make you the go-to authority of your local area and cut through the noise very quickly. This is what's allowed us to literally become the authority of our market, be the dominant, fast-growing gym, and charge the most money in the area. And we get it without resistance. The next thing then is, once we identified that target clientele, the next thing we need to do is create an irresistible offer for them. This is how we start attracting those trial prospects. Now, the first reason most fit pros struggle to sell is, number one, because they haven't identified a target client. So they're trying to sell the same thing to all types of people. That's the first reason they can't sell. The second reason you might be struggling to make sales is because most fit pros are trying to sell a 12-month membership straight off the bat. If they have a consultation or they talk to a prospect on the phone, they try and sell this 12-month huge commitment. And that's just not going to work. Even if the prospects know, like, and trust you, they're not going to invest 12 months into a commitment if they don't even know what it's like to work with you. So what we do instead, and the way I've built several gyms over the years, is to create an irresistible short-term trial program that is designed around that ideal client we talked about, and it is designed to give them a specific result they're looking for, and it's designed to overcome the two biggest objections you typically get with sales. And the two biggest objections to working with you usually is lack of time or a lack of money. And both those things really mean they don't trust you enough yet. They don't know if it's worth the value. So by creating a short-term program that's very affordable in price, but for a short term where they can actually try it, get a tangible result, get to know what it's like to work with you, this is how we're able, number one, to convert so many of these people over the phone. And also it's how we're easily able to ascend at least 60 or 70% of them into long-term members. Okay, so this could be something like a 6-week challenge. It could be a 21-day program. It could be a 7-day program. The important thing is you don't just copy paste what somebody else is doing, but you have to figure out what's the best short-term program or trial program for you. What's the best offer for your target clientele? What's the best offer for your gym size or your type of service? And what's the best offer for your goals and your deadlines? So you need to figure out what's going to be the most effective trial offer for you. If you just try copying a 6-week challenge because that's what's popular right now, it might not work as well. You also have to look at what else is being offered in your area, because if there are 5 major gyms in your area and 4 of them are already running a 6-week transformation competition, then that is a great offer, but you can't do it because you're not going to be different anymore. So we have to look at all these different things. And if you work with me on the mentorship for 12 weeks, we are going to craft the ideal trial program specific for you. And you'll work with me and we'll dial that in for you. Once that's in place, then the final part of the attract formula is we generate 5 to 10 qualified leads per day. And we do this through a variety of ways. So the reason we do this is because if you're getting 10 leads a day, then over a month, that's 300 prospects or 300 leads. So our goal, remember, is only to make 50 trial sales a month. So if you only attracted 5 leads a day over a month, that's 150. All you then need to do is convert 33% of those leads into your trial, and you've gained 50 trial clients a month. And therefore, you're on pace to making a 10K a month business in 4 months. If you attract 10 prospects a day with my system, which is totally possible, then in a month you're collecting 300 prospects. And you only therefore need to convert 15% of those leads, those highly qualified leads, into a trial program. Now, on average, we will convert about of the leads and applications who come in for our program, we'll generate between 10 to 20 a day per gym. So we'll get about 10 to 20 leads a day with the methods I'll walk you through, and we will convert about 60% plus of those into a trial paid program. And like I said, the number of people then who ascend into our long-term memberships is about 70% of the trialists. So I'm giving you conservative numbers here. I'm saying if you don't even perform as well as we do, you're still going to get the result. So to generate the 5 to 10 qualified leads a day, we basically use a combination of Facebook advertising. So I'm going to show you on the 12-week program the Facebook ads that we use, how we qualify the leads with an application process, and how we ensure they pick up the phone. Because that's the important thing. You've got to have the right Facebook ad, you've got to have the right application system to qualify the leads, and then you've got to make sure they pick up the phone. So we have a great phone call pickup rate, we have a great conversion rate, and we get a great number of leads every day at a very good cost. And I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of other Fit Pros in our program right now. You can see all the testimonials and success stories online. I might even show you some later. And actually, if you check out the link, actually, that's in the text of the video here, and check out the 12-week offer, you'll see examples of a lot of our Fit Pros and the results they're getting using this system right now. And they've been using this system consistently for the last few years. They're all getting results, even up till this point right now. So that's the first element, really, is attracting those prospects in. We've identified the best clients, we've created an irresistible offer for them, and then we bring 5 to 10 of them into us a day to speak with us with Facebook advertising, with social media marketing, and also how to connecting with some other local partners around town and working with complementary businesses who can also provide us referrals. So that's how we do that. Now that's in place, the next issue is converting those customers. So you've got 5 to 10 qualified leads a day in your inbox. What do you do now? So there are 2 steps to this phase. First, we want to convert them via a phone call. We don't do any in-person consults. We don't do anything like that. We convert all our prospects over the phone. They pay us money. They come into our program, And actually, we've dialed in this sales system so well that not only are hundreds of fit pros in our mentorship doing this and finding that they actually enjoy sales more and they're converting 60% or more of the prospects, even though they hated sales before and they were rubbish at it, now suddenly they can convert. But we're also finding that they can outsource this to a member of their team so they can start to free up more time. And actually, at the moment, we have two salespeople who work full time. They're full time employees, and they're employed for 8 hours a day to handle all the phone calls that are coming in for our 5 gym locations. And our head salesperson, she is 23 years old. She has no prior sales experience, and she has never been a fitness professional either. She's just a young lady that came to work with us, wanted to learn about marketing and sales, and we gave her this system of how we do sales and how we conduct a phone call. And again, she closes at least 60% of the phone calls into a paid front-end program, and the phone call lasts about 10 to 15 minutes. Simple as that, guys. Again, if you think you can't do this, I'm giving you guys the proof. I'm giving you the proof that this is totally doable. And if you're not making 10K a month before long, guys, then really you are holding yourself back, and you're withdrawing value from yourself and your family and all the clients you could be working with. So the second step to sales, though, is very important, and a lot of fit pros lose money here, is you've got to have a follow-up system too, because, well, number one, not every single prospect is going to pick up the phone. Most will pick up the phone immediately, but maybe 20-30% don't pick up the phone straight away, or they can't talk right now. So you need a follow-up system in place for you or your new salesperson to follow up over the next 3 or 4 days. And if you do that, then you'll generate a lot more sales that would have got away from you otherwise. Now, you also need a bigger follow-up system for your prospect and your audience. Remember, if you're generating 5 or 10 leads a day, you're going to be growing your email list very quickly. You're going to be growing your social media following very quickly. You'll be getting more followers on Instagram, more likes on Facebook, etc. So you need follow-up content to go to those prospects who expressed their interest but didn't come through straight away. Because what we find is that many more people will buy after they've been in our follow-up system for about 30 to 90 days. So when we're collecting leads right now, we're converting sales immediately over the phone, but we're also planting seeds for the new clients that will come in about 2 to 3 months from now. So what happens is we build a snowball effect, and the longer you do this for, and if you keep getting 10 leads a day, then what happens is you start converting more and more. You get more confident on the phone, and your sales numbers get better and better. Your irresistible service gets more known and famous around town because you're helping so many people and getting so many success stories. And the more clients that come in start telling all their friends. Plus, over time, if you do this consistently for 2 or 3 months, people have started now seeing your adverts and your content and your irresistible program everywhere. So people trust you more. They're more interested. They're more intrigued. They've heard great things. You've got more testimonials. And so your sales just get easier and easier, and you build momentum. And that goes from growing the number of sales each day to where we are right now of opening a brand new location every 2 to 3 months, because there's that much of a snowball effect that you can stay on top of that momentum. So you need follow-up content in place for the prospects who come forward but don't buy right now, but they're likely going to buy in 30, 60, or maybe 90 days. And we keep that snowball effect happening, so you always know there's leads coming in residually all the time. And that's very important too. So the final step then of this is ascension. Now you've got all these people in, you're in the attract phase, we're getting 5 to 10 prospects a day. you're converting just 50 a month into a program, which 50 a month is really only about 12 sales a week, which really is about 2 sales a day, right? So you're getting an average of 2 sales a day into your trial program. Now, at the end of that trial program, we then want to ascend these people into a long-term membership. Now, the cool thing is, this is actually very easy. If you've done steps 1 and 2, this is the easiest part of all, because we've designed this in a way that our irresistible front-end trial program does all the selling for you. Because we suck at sales as fit pros, right? We don't want to learn all these ninja NLP techniques. We just want to give a great service and let it sell itself, like any high quality brand. You know, Lamborghini hasn't got to do loads of advertising. A Lamborghini sells itself. An iPhone sells itself. It's such a great product. It's so well revered. It sells itself. Word of mouth goes around. And the same thing will happen with this. If you give an amazing experience and give a tangible result to a specific person in that trial program, then within 3 to 4 weeks, that trialist is going to almost be asking you what comes next, because you've given them such value and they've built such a routine that now there's actually too much pain for them to actually stop coming to you. They want to know how they can continue. So the first thing we do this is we build what's called the welcome mat process. This is the welcome mat process, and we lay out a communication system that you will give your trial clients from day 1 of their trial all the way to the final day. And we give you a checklist that says, right, day 1, first day on the trial, send them this. Day 2, send them this. Day 3, send them this. And it'll be a variety of things. Sometimes you want to send them a personal check-in message. Some days you want to send them like a piece of content or an article that might help them with something. Some days you want to send them a thank you gift or a special note of appreciation. And if you do this, we found if you follow this system, then it's very simple to generate conversations and goodwill with that trialist. And they'll start asking you about what comes next. So the welcome mat process is a systemized, structured, repeatable way that we give the best value possible and enough personal attention to each of these trialists. So during the trial program, they absolutely love you, they get results, and they want to know what comes next. So they're ready to actually be sold again. And then the easy part then of the ascension into membership is what we call the graduation offer. So we have something called a graduate's offer, and this is what we give all the people that completed our trial program. And we let them know that there is a special offer for them to join our long-term programs. And we sell 6-month memberships, 12-month memberships, sometimes even lifetime memberships. And they'll get a special limited opportunity to get the best deal possible on a long-term membership if they invest before the trial program is over. And that's the key. So many fit pros who do trials totally mess it up and lose all their hard work because they wait until the end of the trial on a Friday afternoon. And then when the client is about to leave after their final trial session, the fit pro says, "Oh, hey, do you want to talk about membership?" And that trial client says, "Oh, cool, yeah, I'll call you on Monday." And you know what happens then, right? You never hear from that prospect ever again. You lost it. You waited far too long. You displayed a lack of confidence, and you didn't give them any incentive or opportunity to ascend with you. So we're systemizing that whole process so nobody slips through the net. So our graduation offer is presented well in advance. We actually present the graduation offer before halfway through the trial is over. So depending on how long your trial program will be, we let them know about the graduate's offer just before the halfway point. So they're fully aware of what the offer is, and there's an offer coming up. and then we move them towards that offer, knowing they have a limited time. And if they wait until after the trial ends, they will not be able to redeem this offer. So that limitation, that scarcity of the offer really makes it powerful. And that's how we convert about 75% of our trialists into 6 and 12 month programs. Many of those people actually pay us in full for 6 or 12 months. We have a lot of upfront payments, and we'll show you how we do that as well. So that's it, guys. That's the 3-step process. So if you want to take this challenge with me and you want to work with me to get your bootcamp or studio or PT business to 10K a month recurring in 4 months, that means we can be there in March of 2021. We can be there within the next few months, and you can steamroll into 2021 having the best year ever. This is going to be the rebound year, guys, okay? Everyone is going to be desperate to get back into fitness. We are going to see a January, February boom like never before. I really believe 2020 is going to be the year things start going back to normal now, especially as vaccines come out and things like that. People are going to be getting back into it. People are appreciating their health and social connection more than ever. And many of the competitors in your area, other studios, fit pros, they've actually quit. They've actually gone under. They've gone and found other jobs. So if you're watching this and you're still going, first of all, I applaud you and you have massive respect for me because you've stayed in the game and you haven't quit. That puts you in the top 10% already. So I know you've got what it takes, but I need you to really take this seriously. And if you are serious about getting to it, a minimum 10K a month in early 2021, then I need you to look at the text above this video, find the link, and find out about the 12-week mentorship I'm taking you on. And this is likely going to be the last time I ever do anything like this because 2021 is a huge year for us at the Transform Hub. I'm running my own fitness business, guys. I'm not a theorist. I'm not teaching you what worked 10 years ago. I'm in the trenches with you, running and operating multiple fitness businesses every single day with my team and my partners. And we are expanding. We are having new franchisees sign up with us this year. We're aiming to open 10 more locations by the end of 2021. And we're launching a supplement brand. So my real business is going to take a lot more of my time this year. So therefore, this is probably the last time I'm going to run a program like this. And it's definitely the last time I'm going to run it at such an affordable rate to get 12 weeks, 3 months of my personal tutelage and mentoring and showing you exactly what we are doing month after month after month and what we have done to take the Transform Hub from 1 location 2 years ago to 5 locations today, with 10 more coming up next year. We are excited about 2021. We are growing, and I just want to make sure you jump on this train with us because we're taking off with it. We're going fully into the opportunity, and I hope you see it too because I know you're changing lives. I know you mean well. You're a great fitness professional, but you have to get this system dialed in and create that value for yourself, for all the clients in your area who want to come and work with you, and for your own family in the future. So if that sounds interesting, guys, check out that link. Shoot me a message if you have any questions. And whatever you choose to do, I hope this tutorial has helped you out. Hope it's given you some more clarity. And post below in the comments if there's any other questions you have about this training that I can help you with. All the best, guys. Happy Thanksgiving again, and I hope to see you very soon.